Hey everybody, welcome back. Thanks for taking the time to watch Hello Good Game. Today I have an original deck for you guys. This is not free to play. There are a lot of rares and mythics in this bad boy, but this is one of the coolest decks I think I've ever made. I know I really enjoy it, and I'm pretty sure all of you guys are as well. So in today's video, we're going to go through the deck list, we're going to talk a little bit about the strategy, we're going to get into some gameplay footage, and then we're going to have a couple closing thoughts. So thanks all for watching. Let's get into it. The deck starts off with only two 1-drops, Alseid of Life's Bounty. This is a 1/1 creature with lifelink. It is an enchantment creature, and you can pay 1 to sacrifice it to give an enchantment or a creature you control protection from a color of your choice until end of turn. Moving on to our 2-drops, we have 4 Starfield Mystics. This is a 2/2 creature. Enchantments you cast cost 1 less to cast, and whenever an enchantment you control is put into the graveyard from the battlefield, put a 1/1 counter on Starfield Mystic. Aphemia, the Cacophony, pardon my pronunciation. This is a 2/1 flying enchantment creature, and at the beginning of your end step, you may exile an enchantment card from your graveyard. If you do, create a 2/2 black zombie creature token. Nessian Wanderer. This is a 1/3 creature with Constellation. Whenever an enchantment enters the battlefield under your control, you may look at the top 3 cards of your library, and you may reveal a land card from among them, put that into your hand, and then the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. We have 4 Dryad of the Ilysian Grove. This is a 2/4 enchantment creature, and you may play an additional land on each of your turns. Oh my god. Lands you control are every basic land type in addition to their other types. Oh my god. That's an amazing card, obviously. 2 Setessan Champions. This is a 1/3 creature with Constellation. Whenever an enchantment enters the battlefield under your control, put a 1/1 counter on it, and then draw a card as well, which is really, really cool. 3 Treacherous Blessings. This is a regular enchantment, no creature here. And when it enters the battlefield, draw 3 cards. Whenever you cast a spell, lose 1 life. And whenever it becomes a target of a spell or ability, sacrifice it. Archon of Sun's Grace. This is our first 4-drop, and we have 2 of these. This is a 3/4 creature with flying and lifelink. Other Pegasus creatures you control have lifelink and Constellation. Whenever an enchantment enters the battlefield under your control, create a 2/2 Pegasus creature token with flying, then again, which will have lifelink because of its ability. We have 4 copies of Nightmare Shepherd. This is an enchantment creature, 4/4 with flying. Whenever another non-token creature you control dies, you may exile it. If you do, create a token that's a copy of that creature, except it's a 1/1 and a nightmare in addition to its other types. We have 2 copies of Arasta of the Endless Web. This is a 3/5 creature with reach, and whenever an opponent casts an instant or sorcery spell, create a 1/2 green spider creature token, also with reach. 4 copies of Enigmatic Incarnation. This is an enchantment card. At the beginning of your end step, you may sacrifice another enchantment. If you do, search your library for a creature card with converted mana cost equal to 1 plus the sacrifice enchantment's mana cost, and put that card onto the battlefield. Shuffle your library. So that's really, really cool. Tristani's Scorn. This is a 5-drop. Other creatures you control get +1/+1. Whenever it enters the battlefield, create 2 1/1 white creature soldier tokens with lifelink. And at the beginning of your end step, each player gains control of all creatures they own. Yarok, the Desecrated 3/5 creature, Death Touch lifelink. If a permanent entering the battlefield causes a triggered ability of a permanent you control to trigger, that ability triggers an additional time. So you can see just how much value that's going to add to the deck. 6 plains, 4 islands, 3 swamps, 3 forests, 4 Overgrown Tombs, and 4 Temple of Maladies in the deck. So that's the list. Let's talk a little bit about the strategy. As far as the deck's strategy goes, there's really quite a few things to it. Normally I try to do free-to-play decks that are really basic for you guys, but this one's got a lot to it. There's a lot of different play routes we can take off the start, but they all end up in the same place, which is really nice. Obviously, Alseid of Life's Bounty, get this out off the start. It's a good creature. It will trigger your other effects, such as Constellation, which is nice, and then you can sacrifice it to give something protection, which is really, really cool because we do have those high-quality creatures like our Archon and Nightmare Shepherd. Starfield Mystic, this is going to make things cost less, and then whenever an enchantment leaves the battlefield, because we are sacrificing our enchantment creatures, he's going to get a counter, so think cost less, plus he gets counters every turn. That's really good. Aphemia of the Academy. After we sacrifice these enchantments, we can exile them from our graveyard, create 2/2 zombies, so there's more value there. Whenever we're playing one of these enchantments or enchantment creatures, we're drawing a land, so this is our ramp engine, just to make things more smooth, right? Ilysian Grove, also a ramp engine, plus it smooths all the colors out, which is really great. So we only have 4 islands, and our main combo card here is our Enigmatic Incarnation. So it's a priority to get your Grove Master out. This is the most important card of the deck, almost. Early game, anyways. 2 Setessan Champions. This is like basically filler, and it's such a good card. You're like, wow, that's not a filler card, but in this deck it is. Treacherous Blessing. Again, we want to drop this on turn 3 to make sure we're getting either our Grove or our Island, so we can be sure to drop our Enigmatic Incarnation turn 4, turn 5, really early on in that game, right? Archon of Sun's Grace. This is going to get lifelink every time an enchantment enters the battlefield, and then Nightmare Shepherd combos with it really well as well. So there's a really big combo that we use here, including Enigmatic Incarnation and all of our enchantment creatures plus Nightmare Shepherd. So we're sacrificing another enchantment, which we're sacrificing an enchantment creature, right? So for example, I sacrifice our Dryad. I have Nightmare Shepherd on the field already. Sacrifice Dryad, so we get a token copy of it, which is great. And then we bring out our Archon. So Archon hits the field, then our copy of our Dryad enchantment hits the field, which now triggers our Archon of Sun's Grace. So on that one turn, we're able to get Archon out, plus the token from him, which is really, really cool. And then this works similarly with all of the other cards as well. Like if he's a spell deck, a controller, something we want to get our Astra of the Endless Web out, just so we're making those tokens and we can stop his flyers. Archon, if it's an aggro deck for the life gain. Really, Nightmare Shepherd holds this all together. And then what's really cool is you get 2 copies of Enigmatic Incarnation on the field. You sacrifice themselves, each other. You take the first one as Yarok the Desecrated, and then you take the second one as Tristani, which is going to make Yarok hit the field first, then Tristani, which is going to make 4 2/2 tokens with lifelink. So that's really, really powerful. And then this will also double up your Archon and everything. It's just an amazing deck, you guys. There's so much value here. It's so disgustingly broken. Let me know what you think of it. Obviously, we could probably balance lands a little bit friendlier, but my main objective is always to hit this Grove. And if we can't hit the Grove, we hit the Wanderer, which helps us ramp into the land. And again, there's just so much reoccurring value within the deck that your opponent is not going to be able to do too much. With that all being said, you guys, thanks so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you for choosing to spend your time here with me playing Magic the Gathering Arena. Quick reminders, you can find me on Twitch every single morning, 6 a.m. PST. Also join the Discord, link in the description below. We're happy to field any questions and concerns you may have about this deck. We also are hosting a free to enter cash prizes brawl tournament at the last weekend of every single month. So be sure to check that out as well. Again, if you have any questions, the best way to communicate with me directly is through the Discord, link in the description below. That's all, you guys. I hope you all have a really, really good day. Now let's get into some footage. All right, you guys. Really relying on this nice draw hand. There's so many different directions we can take it. We just need to figure out what's best for us synergy wise, and keeping this hand is not best for us, obviously. 2 double forest cards and not a single forest. Not happening. This, on the other hand, I like a lot more. Like in a really, really big way. We're gonna toss the Setessan Champion. And we're working immediately into our Starfield Mystic, and that's a turn 3 Nightmare Shepherd. If we can stay up, that is. Bank of Stakes, we're going to be double dropping them with our Dryad eventually, so we're not against collecting those. Out Collector in the house. Hopefully our Mystic survives here. He will not. Ouch. So there goes our turn 3 Nightmare Shepherd. We are back to playing our Grove Master. Feels bad. That's what it is though. We can play whatever we want next turn. Try to kill Pelt Collector. Takes him up to 3. That's pretty bad. And he's just walking all over us, you guys. Not really appreciate that at all. Let's play defensively. Woof. He's still on 2 lands, so screw him. No way. No blocks here, let's just take it. That's gonna allow us to get our Shepherd on, and maybe that saves us. How we survive, I have no idea. Avoiding any removal. He can obviously just kill our shepherd with a collision. And that hurts quite a bit. 3 attackers, 3 on the field equals Embercleave. We do have to force something. Okay, so we do get the trade. Could be worse. We can't really play our Treacherous Blessing. We're just gonna go right into our Incarnation. This guy. Okay, put a token on it, that's good. Need a little bit of life. That's why we take our Archon of Sun's Grace. A Spellbreaker, nice. There's a token on it though, which is good for us. We could probably drop a spider too. I didn't realize he was legendary. Alright, we're coming back from a good game, you guys. Easy peasy. Just crushing value with our Enigmatic Incarnation. Let's pray for a nice opening hand. Am I right? Starfield Mystic out of play. Yarok doesn't belong here. Dryad is really nice. Nightmare Shepherd is really nice. This Yarok does not belong here. We're gonna keep 7 just because we have our Dryad Incarnation, which is the primary engine. We need the Dryad out to get the Incarnation going, and at which point we can sacrifice the Dryad. And that takes out a Nightmare Shepherd or an Archon of Sun's Grace. Excuse me. For land, Plains is actually perfect. That allows us turn 2 Starfield, turn 3 Shepherd. So we might push our Shepherd out before our Dryad. I don't know. We'll see. It's not often you can turn 3 Shepherd. Black normally doesn't have that kind of ramp, but fortunately enough, Starfield Mystic makes all of our enchantments cost less, which is really cool. Is our opponent even here? It looks like he left when M20 was still around. Just got the cat rocking still. Okay, here we go. Turn 2 play into his house. Normally we like to pull our Yarok out by sacrificing a 4-drop. I have to ramp. It's too good of an opportunity to pass up. He's debating whether he quenches, I guess, or he's gone again. I can see like multitasking in play queue, right? I often do that, but when we're in rank, that's pretty hefty. We're gonna swing for 2 with our Mystic, why not? He's just gonna Growth Spiral. That's why it's taking so long, he has to stop for it, yeah. Loving it. Play slow, we're safe from a Frilled Mystic. He could have a barrage of other counters though. We're talking Quench, Mystical Dispute, Sinister Sabotage. And he's straight chilling. This guy has the world's greatest amount of patience. We want to play one of these. If we draw a land, we might play our Yarok just to try to draw out whatever he's sitting on. I don't know, man. You got a counter handy? There he is. Not so. Clever little guy. In for 4, his turn. Hopefully we draw a land, we can play both of these. Don't be like Rin, guys. Come on. Some of us are trying to make a career out of this. This guy. Whenever this happens to you, there's this cool little button here. It's called Report a Bug. You capture your log of contact support and tell him that your opponent was roping you. And if he has a history of that, then there's going to be I guess consequences to that. Plenty of life. We can still double cast. And let's try to draw something out with this Treacherous Blessing. Right? There's the Sabotage, so we're totally safe. And you know what your boy wants to play. It's the Nightmare Shepherd. Hello, good game. Why don't you rope us some more, good sir? The only thing he can do is Brazen Borrow it, maybe. You know what I mean? Brazen Borrower, play a wolf. Land goes to the bottom. We play our enchantment first to pull out any magic so it doesn't mess with our attack. Obviously, we want to do damage primarily. He's gonna bounce our shepherd, I bet. Yeah, it's just fine. Attacking here for 4 and then sacrificing our Dryad, getting the token on the Starfield Mystic and pulling out another 4-drop. Which I'll add is uncounterable by him because our Incarnation is already on the field. He could drop a wolf on us and kill either of our creatures. Probably our Mystic would be a better choice, but whatever. Just aggro in as hard as we can. Takes it. He's a flash deck, so we're gonna throw our Endless Web out, right? Just because now whenever he's casting instants or sorceries, it's gonna give us a spider token, which is really good. His creatures are safe to hit the field, but any of these counters will just help us out. Nessa on the field. Look out, boys.
Behold, nature's true power.
Alright, we're adding value, our opponent down to 6. What's he gonna do? Stack his Nissa? I'm gonna hit him with this 5/5 Nightmare Shepherd, boy. Wildborn Preserver does have reach, but whatever. Big Crisis coming in at us, I'm assuming?
Harness the elements.
Absolutely. Maybe mass manipulation. Either crisis. Mass Manip also gives 4 islands. Got the 8/8 flyer, pretty cool. That protects him from our shepherd, that's for sure. We need an enchantment to sacrifice off the draw. We can go wide here, can we not? Pretty sure he's blocking 5/10. We're hitting for 4, 5, 6, 7. He's got some tough choices to make, you guys. If only he had all those timeouts to use. Alright. We're gonna try to aggro this out. Try to go wide on flyers next turn. Hopefully he's not got another Crisis. He's down to 10. He kills my Tristandi. We're laughing. I might even... Well, no, we got nothing for 6 to sack. The choices are worth making. I mean, he's still in Smash. We have plenty of life. I think. That's perfect. Double block my Discordant and kill my Starfield Mystic. That's awesome. Because now we get our Discordant to come back on the field. What a guy. Please and thank you. We have nothing left for 5 to take. Could sack there, probably. And, Grow's probably best. Champion's nice for the draw. The Grow's probably better. Right? Because it lets us sacrifice for the Nightmare Shepherd. And then it still comes back. And then this comes back and then we make a zombie. Too much value, you guys. What's up, Simic Flash? Ha 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 ha. Play another Crisis. I mean, he probably will. Honestly. He's gonna take 2 hours to do it as well. Unless he does play Crisis, we're ready to smash as hard as we possibly can. Burrow is really nice. Does he have 5 in the grave? He does, so he could play Uro twice. 9, that actually kind of sucks. Plenty of chump blockers.
Be wary of the ground you walk on.
I mean, Starfield Mystic's not bad. It's not great, but... He has 6 blockers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 11 attackers. And he would block, obviously, the 5, the 3, the 3, the 3, and the 2, which means... and another 2. So we would only hit for 2 times, not even 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? Am I right on this? Would we hit for 9 here? And we've got 2 flyers. Have I done this math wrong? He could flash in his Borrower and block a flyer. We can't sacrifice our Nightmare Shepherd. Let's make it roll one more turn. Big attacks here. Forcing him into a play he probably doesn't want to do. You're going to have to let me know if I had lethal if I attacked with my Shepherd or not. I really want to keep it in play though. All of my things are tokens right now attacking, so we probably actually should have attacked with him. Just to pull out the extra damage, right? Getting plenty of life here as well. He's declaring blockers already, which means Brazen Borrower is not going to block for him. Oh, Dryad of the Grove is dying. Okay, that's what we did not want to happen. Using his timeout. We're still hitting for 6. Yeah, we're still doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 here. We should have 100% attacked with our Nightmare Shepherd. We would have had lethal. Using his mana here. Definitely we should have attacked with our Nightmare Shepherd. Okay, he borrows our Shepherd, so it wouldn't have mattered anyways. We can replay it, that's okay. Another Preserver. Can't block here, but he can power his other ones up, which I would recommend. I think he's got us, Billy. This is like a sad day for us, other than these spider tokens. Those are saving us. We do have reach as well. Math. Gotta love it. It's like, it's too I don't even want to, you know what I mean? Just like, attack, let's leave it back. Cover our eyes. Oh, we get him down to 1, you guys. We're up to 32. Shepherd comes out. We're declining, you know what I mean? And we're just going to try to exile these Dryads to get these zombies for a turn or two. He's down to 1. We should be able to go wide enough and smash. Again, he's going to gain more life with Uro, which sucks. But he can't attack with his Krasis. He needs to defend against our Nightmare Shepherd, or at least his Preservers do. What a frightening world we live in. Beware of Nissa, you know what I mean?
Cannot be denied.
So he grabs all his lands from his library, puts them on the field. They're all indestructible now as well. So we've got our backs up against the wall, but again, so does he. Obviously, they don't all enter the battlefield. And he needs multiple blockers here. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4 blockers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 attackers on our side. And we only need 1 to go through. Brazen Borrowers obviously can't block. Uro gains life, which means we need 4 attacks to go through, or 4 damage to go through. Hopefully he doesn't get any draw. Spends his mana on his Preservers, that would be ideal. He has to make that choice before his draw. That's game. And just brute force, you guys. We were able to do it. Again, Borrower can't block. That's totally fine. Actually, no, he can block creatures with flying. Let me correct myself there. So he can block our 1/1 or our 4/4. I obviously recommend blocking the Shepherd. I think he will survive here. Right? Got 3 blockers. If we had our Discordant, we'd be cooking. If we fall short on this, you guys, I'm gonna cry myself to sleep. Got no land. We're still hitting for 1, 2, 3. Hitting him for 4 now. He has to block something. Did he just double block? I think he just killed himself before blocking. He definitely did. He had that survive, but he couldn't handle the math. I love it. GG. RIP. Easy. That is our original 4-color enchantment deck, you guys. I hope you enjoyed. Okay, you guys, that's the deck for today. This is 4 colors, which enchantment deck? Let me know what you thought down below in the comments. Thank you again for watching. Be sure to follow us on Twitch. We're live every single morning, 6 a.m. PST. Again, reach out to me in the Discord, link in the description below. Join the BRAWL tournament, all those good things. We're on Facebook now. We're trying to be on Instagram. We're going to start a TikTok today as well. Primarily check us out on Facebook, though. We'd love the engagement there. Thanks for watching, you guys. I really appreciate it, and we're going to see you all tomorrow. If you liked today's video, be sure to check out some of our other content. We built playlists for our guides for beginners, and then we also have our greatest hits, which is a collection of our most popular videos. You can also subscribe if you're interested in winning up to 500,000 gems. So do that, tap that like button, send this out to a friend who you think might be interested in it as well, and have a great day.